I'm Katie Darrell, and today we are at home and social with Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me and all the viewers, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor, it's a privilege. And I'm so glad that we're getting close to being able to actually perform in front of a live audience coming up real soon.
I know, I mean, real soon, June 11th. And this is this is not just a normal streaming experience, because obviously we've gotten used to streaming concerts because of quarantine. But you guys have really upped the ante with your streaming performance. Let's break it all down. There's 4K involved, right?
Yes.
Multiple cameras. You know more about it. No one wants to hear me. You do it.
Well, the partnership that we have with Melrose it's an extension of a collaborative effort.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being on the call and just discussing ideas and creative ways that we can give the viewers and the people that are there an experience.
Yeah.
And it's the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that Black Eyed Peas is performing in front of a live audience since the pandemic. So for us, it's going to be emotional. It's going to be a roller coaster of, highs and feeling lows, because you got to understand, like, for me as a cancer survivor, I look at every point of my life as a blessing, whether it be turmoil or obstacles that I've overcome. The pandemic was one of those things, because I actually got to do that with my family, my wife and my kids, but we overcame it. We're here, we're blessed, and we have a great, amazing opportunity to bring that joy and that happiness that we feel on a daily basis. Even through the tough times, we try to bring a smile with our music, with our energy, and that's exactly what we're going to do on June 11th.
The energy that you get from an audience is so real. I mean, it really is. Like, you feed them, they feed you. Will this be a limited capacity? Will it be more of an appetizer versus a full meal? How many people are in this room?
Well, I like to bring buffet to the buffet, girl. I'm being honest. Bring buffet to the buffet, and if people are like, "Oh, I'm stuffed," then at least you have a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
Appetizer, main course. And then the dessert is the way that we like to present it. Just because, it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Black Eyed Peas are performing in front of an audience. And I can't continue. I mean, I just can't stress how important that is to us, because we're a live act. We've been a live act since 95. That's when we first started. 1995, Black Eyed Peas came out. And in 1998 was when we released our first album. And we had songs like Joints and Jams and Falling Up. And maybe 3 or 4 people know that album, but it's okay. The evolution of the Black Eyed Peas continue to grow. And so we look at it like, if we could bring a buffet in 2021 to all the people that are excited to come to our concert, and even people online watching the streaming, we're excited, because I'm getting choked up thinking about it right now, because that's like our claim to fame, is performing. Right. Yes, we have great songs. Don't get me wrong. The songs are great. But there's nothing like a live audience. There's nothing like 100,000 people singing, "I Got a Feeling," or "Where is the Love?" Like that feeling of people coming together, and that therapy that music provides, that energy that we give, because we like to give 110% of our energy.
Right.
And, we leave it all on the stage.
What's great about this live streaming event that's going to be taking place on June 11th in front of a real audience, and viewers can watch from home, is you guys are finally able to support the album. You were one of the bands that went for it and put out an album during 2020, when a lot of people held back and were like, "Nah, I'm going to save this little nugget." And you went for it, and it was a massive success. And now you finally get to perform this album. What tricks are up your sleeve? I mean, you talk about you're a performing band. The stage show means everything. Certainly. Are we confetti cannons? What's up? What's happening? Pyrotechnics?
I mean, I'm not going to give too much away, but what I can say is that this is a labor of love. The album we put out, Translation, was a labor of love, because at the time there was uncertainty, there was stress, there was chaos, because it wasn't just the pandemic. There was, like, the stuff that was going on with the racial justice.
Of course,
and,
Black Lives Matter.
Everything that happened at that one time, and we all got hit. We all felt it as human beings, as a country, as a nation. Mm-hmm. And so we said to ourselves, what's our contribution to the world? We bring joy and happiness. Let's continue to be that conduit of hope and inspiration. We did that when we put out Where's Love? Why not continue that same messaging? So every time there's a urgency or a calling, we like to just go into action and bring joy and happiness. And if that frequency is music, and that's what people gravitate to as the Black Eyed Peas contribution to the world, that we're going to continue doing that. And Translation was a direct reflection of that. And although the album was like a playlist of, you know, upbeat, up-tempo collaborations with amazing Latino artists like J Balvin, Shakira, Ozuna, Maluma, Piso 21, Nicky Jam, all these amazing artists, we knew that we needed to bring joy with our album. And then at the end of our album, we had a song called News Today, which kind of put a ribbon on everything, all the stuff that was happening at that time in 2020. And it was kind of like our socially conscious detailing of everything that was happening at that time. But we didn't want to focus on just that. You know, we wanted to make sure that we brought joy. And although we didn't get to tour, I'm gonna get you on to a little secret, which I'm gonna tell the world. TikTok was like a blessing for us, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you why. When we put out Mamacita and Ritmo and Girl Like Me, yo, people were doing these challenges, and especially the Shakira one. The Shakira Girl Like Me challenge, it blew up. So it kept us out in the world, even though we didn't get to tour those songs. Right. The songs were gravitating to the world and virally blowing up. So we thank and we salute everyone for doing the TikTok challenges.
Well, the TikTok challenges and social media and just digital in general, Black Eyed Peas are kind of like, you rule digital music. I was reading a stat the other day that you are the second most music downloaded act in the world?
Wow, I didn't even know that.
It's pretty like truly, it's like this bizarre stat where it's second best selling group of all time for downloads.
Wow. Thank you guys. You know, thank you to everyone who downloads the music, even the old catalog. You know, we appreciate all the love and support. You know, the thing that best describes Black Eyed Peas is the brotherhood, because we started this in 1995, just as brothers, me, Will.i.am, and Apple. And we've had, you know, many iterations and different collaborators. Mm-hmm. Is that the word?
Yeah, contributors and collaborators.
Collaborators. And we've been able to manage our friendship and sustain this amazing brotherhood throughout the years. And even in 2021, we're still going strong. And the thing that we have is the ability to listen and to understand where the music and the energy is going, and not be complacent on what we've done in the past, but continue being students of the game. We're scientists. We're always looking to create new recipes and new ideas, new creative concoctions, so that the world knows that Black Eyed Peas, we always want to be ahead of the curve and never be stagnant in what we've done in the past, and have an ego about what we've done in the past, because the past is the past. The Super Bowl, Grammys, all that stuff is in the past. It's now, what have you done lately? So we continue mastering our own craft, continue setting the bar really high, because we know what we've done in the past, and we continue doing it. And I know we can never go back to that idea, because we don't want to go back to that idea. We've got to continue growing. If you stay in that world, you're always chasing Thriller, the way that Michael Jackson was chasing Thriller. And I love Michael Jackson, rest in peace, but he was also always chasing Thriller. So we know that we have an opportunity to learn from the kids, how they're so connected to streaming, to online, to digital, to viral, all that stuff that the kids are using nowadays. We're all about it.
It sounds you have a lot of humility, and you're humble. Have you always been that way with your success, or is it something that you had to take a moment and say, I got to be cool with this?
You know what?
They're giving so much to me.
I'm gonna give you a candid and transparent response. So many years when I used to have long hair, I was on my own ish. I was egotistical. I was a maniacal, egotistical narcissist. And that was because I was over excessively partying at that time period. So for those folks that remember the earlier years where I had long hair, I wasn't in good shape. Fortunately, in 2007, I got hit hard with a situation where I had to change my lifestyle. And I've been 13 years removed from that era. And then I got hit with cancer in 2014. And let me tell you, let me be honest with you. When you're dealing with mortality, and they say you have cancer, Mr. Gomez, and you don't know what form of cancer it is, you just know that it's cancer, And then later on, they tell you you need to go into surgery the next day. Then they say you're going to start chemotherapy on Monday. All these things go into your mind and you surrender. You no longer are Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas. You're now Jimmy Gomez fighting for your life.
Yeah.
And I speak from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. I speak with a passion because I know what I went through to be able to overcome that disease. And I know that millions of people have that same thing, family members, loved ones, and you surrender the ego. So to answer your question, yes, I surrendered my ego so that I could have a better life, so that it's not about me, it's about we. How can I be of service to help others? How can I use my platform and my blessing to be of service to my own community as an indigenous person? I'm of Native and Mexican descent, and now that's where my heart is. You know, it's not about putting my career or wealth before my health, ever. I will never do that. I will never put Black Eyed Peas, the career or the job, in front of my well-being, because that's what happened. It's like I was so busy touring that I didn't listen to my body. And guess what? I got hit really hard with a tumor that was 4 centimeters wide, 4 centimeters long. And I could have avoided it, but I was so caught up in, I gotta make it. I gotta work. It's like, creator was like, slow down, take a pause, because I'm not gonna take you yet, but I'm gonna shake you up so that you understand how to surrender that ego, because you're so caught up in wanting to make it that I'm gonna shake you up. And so that's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. I got shook really hard. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm a proud cancer survivor. I'm unapologetic about it. And if I could use my platform to help others and to be of service to others, then I'm gonna do that.
And you do that with the American Cancer Society, right? Even you released a song where the profits went to support them. It's called The Fight.
I did, and I speak passionately, Katie. This is not intensity, this is passion, because I know the blessing that I have to be able to be a voice. And I don't speak for all of us, I only speak as one of us. I don't want to take credit for it because that's not my role. My responsibility is to be able to just be a beacon of light and hope. That's the reality. Bring a smile, bring laughter, bring joy, bring happiness, but at the end of the day, bring my testimony so that others don't have to go through the thing that I went through, especially men. And a lot of men are embarrassed or like have too much pride to go get checked. I had testicular cancer, Katie. So I'm an advocate and I'm a supporter of many men going to get checked. Please, it's not that hard. It's not that serious to go get checked and to, you know, to allow your ego, don't allow your ego to get in the way and the pride, because I want to see my brothers continue leading the way and being there for our sisters and our daughters and our mothers and grandmothers. You know, that's where my heart is. And the American Cancer Society was a great bridge for me to understand the cancer space and being an advocate in the fight against cancer. But I've been doing a lot of work, I'm telling you, Katie, in the indigenous space. As a proud Native American, I always try to change the narrative and bring the light to Indian country, as we call it, so that we can have more opportunities, more people in pop culture that happen to be Native that can shine their light on Native issues. And that's been my work. And I do it from the heart because my grandmother was my biggest inspiration. And she was a proud Native woman from Jerome, Arizona.
I'm an Arizona gal, and I got to tell you, well, you know, the Native Americans of Arizona really got so hit hard during the pandemic. You know, that was a community that it was spreading like wildfire throughout. And it was heartbreaking to hear those stories on the news, you know?
Yeah. So that's where my heart is, Katie, you know, and I thank you for letting me be so candid and so transparent, because that's important to me, you know, and not making it only about the music, because people got to know that the human side as well. It's not all about putting out records and performing. It's like, no, I went through some stuff. I make mistakes. I have a lot of flaws, and it's okay. I welcome those conversations, ladies and gentlemen. And if I could speak from the heart and I could inspire you or not inspire you, and you're like, I didn't really connect with him, it's okay. It's okay to have dialogue. And I appreciate having dialogue with folks, because that's the only way that we learn from each other. And I like to be a student and educate myself.
When you're hanging out with the guys from the band, and the brotherhood, as you're calling them, does it seem like every conversation leads back to work? Is it at that point? Because for instance, my husband and I work together, right? So it's like, it seems like we don't do our banter anymore. You're always like, and pivot, hey, what did you think about that edit and whatnot? Do you find that you constantly are coming back to talking shop together?
Yeah, but then I'll throw in like, guys, my tree house, because I built a tree house for my family, me and my kids. So it'll be like tree house. oh guys, my bike, or like just toys or things that I'm into. I try to bring a little piece of my normalcy to my crew, because we all love different things. Will is all about technology, and he loves technology and making masks and making cars and watches and headphones and all the things that he loves. But at the end of the day, I just like to connect with my brother as Will. I don't care about all that other stuff, because at the end of the day, we're just brothers, And
I want
so,
to hear
yes,
more about the treehouse.
yes, the treehouse is amazing. Can I show it to you, Katie?
Yes. I like, does it have a mini fridge, or is it like
No,
rough and rustic?
No, it's actually, I'm gonna show it to you right now. Okay, so check this out. Tree houses, fellas. Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
right,
wow.
So those are the steps.
This is real.
Yes, this is real. These are my kids.
Oh, how cute is this?
We have recessed lighting. It's just real simple. It's just a place that's my dog Bear.
Yeah, it's just a hangout place. Backyard.
Yep.
And oh, cute.
Yep.
Now, when the kids get older, there's gonna be shenanigans happening there, so we got to install cameras.
My friends always say it's like an Airbnb size, because I made it big enough for like maybe 6 people to be comfortably sitting in there.
Yeah.
And it's like I live my life for my wife and my kids, Katie. Like, that's my reality. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I'm just Jamie's husband and a father. At the end of the day, besides my putting on my Black Eyed Pea cape and music and all that stuff, it's like my sister's like, Dad, when are you taking me to dance class? Like, those type of conversations are so real. Exactly. Like, Dad, can you put the chicken nuggets in the thingy thing? So those type of things make me who I am, my foundation. And they were very supportive during my battle against cancer, as well as my brothers Will and Apple. My family was very supportive. I kept it really hush hush, because I wanted to heal first, Katie, before I even got to a point where I can speak on it and be as passionate about it and just my platform. I lost all my hair, but it's okay. I gained my life back.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. You wear this look just as well.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
All right. So June 11th, it's the Black Eyed Peas streaming concert. One of the things I think is really interesting is that you are accepting cryptocurrency to buy your tickets. Are you a cryptocurrency guy?
Oh, we are?
You are.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Bitcoins.
Right? Bitcoin. I'm hearing a lot of good things about NFTs too. So I'm starting to understand that world. It's about being a student, like I told you earlier, Katie, of different things. I don't really know too much about Bitcoin. I would love to understand the science and the reasoning and the math behind it. As I do with everything that I get into. So I will eventually get there. I haven't gotten full steam ahead in that, but I don't want to jump into waters that I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know how to swim in this deep ocean. Not yet. So I'm still trying to figure that one. Yeah.
You are a breath of fresh air. I got to tell you, during this pandemic, I've probably interviewed 75, 80 different people over the last 12 months. And I really enjoyed chatting with you in particular today. So thanks for the time.
Honesty and being candid and transparent it goes a long way.
It does. It does.
Because you learn so much about the person other than the what's out there as far as like the brand or the name or whatever. When you break it down to just human conversation and just compatibility in a way, because we're all on this trying to do our best part, trying to do our best job that we can, promoting, marketing, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you can have a conversation where you actually feel like, wow, I learned something, or I felt really connected to that conversation, then it's a blessing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Taboo, good luck with the June 11th live stream. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys perform.
Thank you.
The album Translation kicks toll, but so I expect to see a lot of that during the concert.
Oh, and guess what? There's going to be a lot of dancing. I've been working on my dancing, Katie. Out of all the years and years that we've been a group, like, dancing has always been my foundation.
Sure.
I just love the give back and bringing new styles and techniques and movements to every time we come out. I want people to be inspired.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic show. Thanks for hanging out with me today. The Black Eyed Peas totally kicked butt, and stay safe. All right.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey there, thanks for watching Access TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite Access TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.